Hey everybody, Kerzac here again, and now I'm kind of catching my backlog of 4 for Cybertron figures, so today I'm reviewing the Transformer Prestige Deluxe Class Mirage figure. He does have a remold with the Kingdom line, which came with the repaint of Dinobot as Grimlock, but I didn't like that one as much because he doesn't have this piece on his shoulder to fit his shoulder cannon. Even though that is a little bit more G1-y, it does fix one of the problems I kind of have with this figure, but I didn't really want the Dinobot, and I didn't really want to deal with the shoulder stuff, so I definitely am sticking with Siege for now. Kind of show some size comparisons. Here he is with the Kingdom Sideswipe, who kind of follows in the same vein. A little bit more G1 eyes instead of being Cybertronian. You see about the same size. It's about the right size for those two to be to each other. And as usual, we'll bring in Earthrise Cliff Jumper. So, pretty good scale with those two. Let's get a closer look at him. You see, he's pretty nicely painted. You know, we got blue, nice little blue for the eyes. You got some silver for the face there. Not sure if the camera's focusing more or not. Some blue on the chest with some red outline that looks really nice. Nice big Autobot sigil, some silver right there. And this is a fake chest because the real front of the race car mode, the F1 car mode, is inside of his legs. So this is a false chest to kind of give the impression that he transformed from that. Some silver on the sides here. These do make up the spoiler in vehicle mode. You can also kind of flip these up if you want. Give him more of a shoulder blades if you want. I just kind of leave them down. You do get some silver on his kneecaps there. And what is kind of interesting, he has some Cybertronian written on his legs. I'm not sure what it says. I'm sure somebody's translated it, but it does look pretty nice. It gives him some extra detail on the back. Not much going on, but he doesn't have a hollow back, so that's pretty nice. It's pretty rare for a lot of these Transformers, honestly. So, a pretty good little figure. He does have some accessories. He comes with 3. First one being this nice little handgun here. I believe this is kind of modeled after his G1 toy. Comes with this blaster. That is painted in black. As you can see from the inside, it's gray plastic, so it's actually painted in black. And this gray little rocket, and of course you can attach the rocket to the end there. Give him his shoulder launcher. But you can also attach his gun here to give him kind of a really big gun. And just to give you an idea of how this all kind of pegs on there. He does have 2 shoulder ports right here. He has 2 ports on either side of his shoulders on the spoiler pieces. So you can give him his shoulder cannon, you can give him his gun. Pretty usual stuff. But if you don't want the shoulder cannon sticking out, you can still kind of give him the shoulder rocket by just taking the rocket itself and peg it on like that. So whichever you prefer, I personally prefer just giving him the full shoulder launcher and pegging it on there. This is kind of how I prefer to display him, but you can pick and choose however you wish. Articulation wise, his head is ball joint. Oh no, it's not ball joint, it's on swivel, my bad. It is just on a swivel, but you can look left and right. You can look right into his rocket and not see what's going on over there. He is on universal joints for the shoulders, so they can go all the way around. They can go outward. You do have to move the spoiler with it or it'll just stay behind, but it doesn't get in the way. You do get a swivel at the elbow. Get a 90-degree elbow. Nothing at the hands, unfortunately. A nice swivel at the waist. There is like a click where it stops. You do get universal at the legs, so forward. Go all the way back, can go outward. Actually, really good leg articulation. You do get just shy of 90 degrees at the knee. And you do have ankle articulation. It does go forward and back. And it does rock inward and outward, so you can get him in a much wider stance. Make him look like he's dancing. So yeah, pretty good articulation on him. It is kind of a showcase from the Siege line of just where they were going with it. Now, you might notice his legs are clear plastic, and it does worry me. As we all know, clear plastic is pretty notorious for breaking, and there is a hinge that basically holds his leg together right there. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be under any pressure, and I have had this figure for a couple of years without any breakages. But yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to make the whole leg out of clear plastic. I'm not really sure why they would do that. We'll see in his vehicle mode where it goes, but even in vehicle mode, it doesn't quite make sense. So let's go ahead and get him there. Unplug his gun. Set both of those aside. Transformation is pretty simple. Take the hands, just fold them on in. Go ahead and just bring the shoulders on out like so. Come to his back here, flip the wheels out. And once you have the wheels out of the way, you're just going to unclip, and where it's clipped in exactly is right beneath the head, and it's also clipped into here. So it all starts kind of accordioning out. You take the head, flip it in. You're going to flip that around. And now we're going to work on the legs. For the legs, we're going to go ahead and, as we showed before, unclip the front of the legs from there, the clear plastic part away from the insides of the legs. So you kind of have all this going on. Kind of just completely, you kind of look like you got destroyed on the battlefield, honestly. But we'll keep on moving. Go ahead and come back around this way. Okay, here we go. Yeah, rotate them in. Bring the clear plastic on back. Go ahead and flip out the wheels. And these were kind of forming the back legs. Bring this together. You can see it kind of starts forming the front of the vehicle there. Take the feet where the clear plastic are, flip them in, flip them in. And these are both going to just accordion on back. You can clip them together. And at the top of what made up the legs, you can see there's two little tabs. There's still two little tab holes at the top of the chest here. You're just going to go ahead and clip those together. Someone just passed by with really loud music. Thanks for that. Bend the elbows in. Flip the arms around till they're facing each other, as well as the spoiler. You're going to clip them. I get the spoiler out of the way first because you're going to clip these two arms together as well as clip them down into the blue plastic here. Then just bring the spoiler down, clip that together, get it all solid, and there you have this vehicle mode. You see, pretty nice little vehicle mode. He's actually got his tires painted, which is really nice. You can still see like where they're pegged in the middle, but they actually do have silver paint on each of the tires, and that looks really nice. And the front and back tires are actually different molds. You can see there's only like five struts on there, but there's like, what is that, 8 struts on that one. So it's pretty cool they actually have different molded. Most of the details are carried over from robot mode, with the one new one being the Autobot sigil on the front there. Kind of split down the middle. I have seen some people where this is a little messed up, so watch out for that. There's a little bit of white paint right here in the clear plastic. And yeah, he actually doesn't look too bad. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that you can kind of see the face, chest, and the back there, but it really doesn't stick out. Even from the front, the spoiler pretty much hides it, so it doesn't bother me too much. The arms and shoulders do stick it up a little bit, but it looks like a vehicle. It looks like a Cybertronian F1 racer, so I don't mind it too much. The part that does kind of bother me is the clear plastic here, because I'm really not sure why they decided to use clear plastic. It does make him stick out. I'll give him that. It does make his vehicle mode look a little bit different. I guess to make it look more Cybertronian, but all it really does is just show all the robot bits on the inside. Like it's not like there's a driver in there, you know. I'm not really sure why they decided to show all that, and it does make me worry that these hinges back here are going to eventually break, or that the tabs right here are going to break where they connect to the chest. There's a lot of worries with clear plastic, so thankfully it doesn't seem to be like really cheap thin clear plastic. So, and I haven't heard any major reports of this stuff breaking, other than like stuff hitting the wall or something. Heck, he took a tumble during my Kingdom Soundwave review, and he was just fine. So I'm gonna hope that he holds up pretty well. As you see, he does have 2 peg holes at the top where you can peg in his weapons, and you can give him an armed F1 racer. It is Cybertron, so maybe there's some kind of death battle going on. I'm trying to think of the vegan. Now my brain just went Destruction Derby. There we go. Maybe some Destruction Derby stuff kind of going on there, or so it's actually pretty cool looking. I do like him a lot. I even like that on the fake chest. It kind of makes like these little tail fins for him. So he's really well detailed. He looks really cool. It's a nice little racer car. He rolls well. So yeah, see, Mirage is a neat little figure. Like I said, my main worry is really just the clear plastic, but I do think he is a better looking figure than the Kingdom Mirage, mainly because that one just off the bat you have to get some kind of third-party piece in order to put a shoulder launcher on there. I'm really not sure why Hasbro did that. I know the shoulder launcher is not 100% essential to his character look, but it's considering we're going for G1 looks and they remolded him just to make him look more G1-y, but then left the shoulder piece out. I don't know. He's still a good figure. I haven't had any problems with the clear plastic, and that's my main worry with this figure, so I can recommend him. So this has been Kerzac. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you all have a good day. Take care.